Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today we're going to take a look at purchasing an arcade for the casino heist. And first of all, we get a contact point for Lester down there at the park, not too far away from the casino, and we're going to go on down there and sit on a bench, don't you know, and that's where we meet Lester, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen. Where is the wretched swine? Yes, there he is. Yes, there we go. So this is how we initialize buying the arcade business. We have to make contact with Lester. We make contact with the Cheng family, I do believe, and we arrange to undertake a heist for the casino. And then we are told to wait for a contact from Lester, and so there we go. And shortly afterwards, Lester, as you can see there, he emails us, does contact us indeed, and tells us to go to Maze Bank foreclosures. Okie dokie, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Simple as that. Go down, meet Lester, and he'll contact you. Then go to Maze Bank foreclosures, and that's where you can purchase yourself an arcade. And we're going to take a very quick look at that now. Okay, now this is going to be speeded up at sort of double speed, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to have a look later, you can always pause or slow down or whatever. I suppose you can't really slow down, but you can pause, you know. Okay, so 1.2 million, 1.6 million, or 1.5 really. Yeah, 1.56, there we go. Okay, 2.53 for that one, 2.345 for that one, 1.8, there we go, and 2.1 down the bottom there. Okay, jolly good. So that makes six properties all in all, ladies and gentlemen. Well, presumably one can only purchase one, you know, and I think I'm going to go for this one here, you know. It is a sort of toss-up between the most expensive one and this one here, but as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the one that's retailing for 2.345, there we go, a little closer to my other businesses, ladies and gentlemen, and so as much as I'd like to go buy the more expensive one, I think I'm going to go for the one closest to my nightclub. Okay, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to purchase ourselves an arcade business. You can see there are a number of different stylings there and a number of different murals. We're going to have a quick look at some of those just here. Okie dokie. And it does sort of raise the question. I do sort of wonder at this point, they just turn out to be true, ladies and gentlemen, the wisdom of purchasing spending so much money on the styling, you know, when these murals do seem to cover the walls there. But for the moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm making this video, I wasn't particularly aware of the consequences of my actions. I was sort of suspicious, as you can see, going back to the stylings there, and yes, taking note that the murals do seem to cover the walls. Not entirely certain, but I do like that brickwork, and so I sort of resolve in my mind, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is buy the brickwork and then take off all the stylings and go and check it out, sort of bare naked, as it were. But for the purposes of this video, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go through the different stylings that can be sort of affected to your business. Okay, so this is the neon art and some rather interesting ones there, aren't there now? Okie dokie, and hello ladies. Right, okay, there we go. I have, of course, personal sleeping quarters and all that sort of business, and a high score screen. Why ever would one need that? I couldn't possibly imagine. Okay, and garage space, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's always welcome. I'm sure you'll agree. You can get a 10-car garage with this particular property, and that is always welcome, as garage space is sorely needed at all times, of course. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead with a basic purchase and the styling of the brick wall there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head on over to the location. Now, this is the 2,345,000, I do believe it is. It's towards the sort of Maze Bank offices. Hello, some gentleman running by there. Don't know what he's up to. Looking rather shifty, isn't he? Okay, well, we won't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see here, we are sort of outside my retro arcade. Looking rather spiffing, isn't it? I think, yes. Okie dokie. So, there we go. That's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you would have to undertake the mission with Lester to go meet Lester, or if you can just go to Maze Bank offices and purchase it. But certainly that's what I've gone and done. Like I say, I was contacted, told to visit Lester, did visit Lester, and you can see the location there of where I've situated my latest business with regards to my office, the executive office, and my nightclub. Hello, Clarence, how are you? Okay then, right, we're going to go on inside then, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. Right, and once we go on inside, as you know, I'm going to talk over this because can be rather quiet, you know. We meet a couple of young reprobates. We meet Lester there, of course, you know, and he takes us on a guided tour of our new property. Now, there is a longer video which goes through the full extent of this, but this is the quicker version, so we're just going to sort of cut ahead, really, ladies and gentlemen. And he shows us around the main building, and of course down into the sort of basement area, which is going to be key for running the heist. Okay, well, he does prattle on for quite a while, and the Cheng family turn up once again. God knows how they got in. I certainly didn't give them a key, but there we go. Anyway, so we'll take a quick look around now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the basement of the arcade, and so we got some space around here. It's rather dingy and dark, isn't it? Now, Lester just explained to us that various aspects of the purpose of this building, unfortunately, it's in quite an ill state, quite a state of disrepair right now. Okay, so that's the stairs back up to the main arcade area, ladies and gentlemen. We got some a gun station, I believe, or some sort of function will be applied to these different alcoves. We can store vehicles in them as well. Lester has informed us. Okay, and this can be turned into some sort of garage entrance, don't you know? Okay, and here we go. Right, can I get up there? And no, it turns out I can't. That really is rather annoying. Okay, cookie. Why I'm bloody well. There we go. Okay, jolly good. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. This is the basement area of the arcade, where most of the planning for the heist will be done. Effectively, this is the same as the heist room that you get in your executive or your heist, your high class apartments, or the heist room in your doomsday bunker, don't you know? Okay, again, this is the main sort of area, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually the arcade area, the recreation area, so to speak. Okay, and we're in the office right now. You can see down there into the shop floor and whatnot, and there's a computer there, so you don't have to go all the way down to the basement if you want to access the computer from there. You can do it without going down to the basement, and that chiefly apart from launching a setup mission, ladies and gentlemen, that chiefly is for purchasing video games. That's my understanding anyway. Okay, again, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're down here in a hello, my darling. How are you doing? Don't pretend to ignore me. You know we had a fantastic time last night. Okay, well, there we go. And okay, we've got the other reprobate over here. Yes, absolute waste of space, this one, no doubt. Yes, absolutely foul little creature. Hold on a minute, he's smoking there. Yeah, well, I think I'll go and have a cigarette with him. Hello, young lad. You know, I've got some interesting pictures of that young girl over there on my phone. Just give me the nod if you want to see them, and I'll let you have a quick look. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm sure you do. Okay, well, let's have a look around our purchased property then. Well, not much to see, ladies and gentlemen, really. Let's be quite frank about these things. Couple of seats over there and whatnot. It looks like it's an awful squalid state, like it's been used as a squat, you know? Absolutely wretched and disgusting, but no doubt this will be sort of improved when we go ahead and perform the upgrades to this particular property. And as it turns out, one does actually also need to one needs to complete, I should say, a number of prep missions, and when one has done that, we've completed one. We've got some arcade machines in there. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and perform those upgrades, as I have said. Okay, so we're going back to the Maze Bank offices now, ladies and gentlemen, and this time I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase. We've had a look at the state of the building without any sort of modifications other than the bare brickwork, of which I have to point out I did not see when I was walking around. Okay, and so we're going to go and see now about these different stylistic elements that can be affected to your property. Okay, then, and here we go, going through the different ones, ladies and gentlemen. Not entirely certain what I want to go for. I think it's going to be that, actually, you know. Right, a little bit garish, and yes, do quite like that, but it's a little bit sort of jarring, isn't it, those colours? Okay, well, here we go. We'll have a look at the flooring and whatnot. So if we're going to go for that sort of space scene, I think perhaps the lightning, you know. Okay, maybe that. No, I think the lightning. Or what's that purple one there, actually? What's that? That might be quite good. Actually, no, I don't think so. Yes, I'll stick with the lightning. Mountains and lightning, they seem to go together in my mind anyway. Okay, and now we're going for the murals, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Quite like the forced perspective of that particular image, ladies and gentlemen. That one I don't care for, or that one either, or that one. Okay, but that one's quite nice. Okay, I quite like that one, and not too sure about that one. And hello, ladies. Okay, then yes, I think that's what I'm going to go for then. And yes, I do believe I'm going to select personal sleeping quarters and the high score screen and the garage, and that's going to sort of add on to my total of 2.345 or whatever it was, of another $1.2 million there, really, isn't it? Although I do believe it's slightly more now I think about it, actually, because I had the brick wall, so it's slightly more than 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's coming in around $3-4 million, $3.5-4 million. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the arcade business looks like once it has been set up. You know, I've completed all the various and the sort of necessary prep missions, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, there has been a sort of marked change to the appearance of this particular venue. It now does look much nicer indeed, and you can see sort of nice painted walls. And that's about the only brickwork that I've actually been able to see. Okay, now we're going to take a little wander down into the basement now, ladies and gentlemen. There's very little change down here, to be quite frank with you, but just giving you an idea of what's going on. Like I say, I have completed the initial prep missions for the arcade business, and so there we go. We can have a quick look now. We've got a planning screen down here, ladies and gentlemen, which was not here before. Okay, and we can we'll be able to arrange our heist, the details of our heist on that particular board. Okay, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jolly good. We'll take a quick walk back on up down to the arcade and have a quick another look around, give you an idea what you're looking at and what you get for your money, and then we'll bring the video to a close. So okay, here we are in the office. You've got a safe there of some sort, you know. We've got pictures on the wall. In fact, I'll go back into the office and have a quick look around, shall we, because that was rather brief. Yeah, so there we go. We've got a bike on the wall and stuff. That computer there, like I say, I've planned in the corner and whatnot. A little bit more homely, a little bit more nice looking now, isn't it? Okay, and like I say, yes, these presumably arcade posters on the wall, you know. Absolutely no idea, really, not really interested. Okay, but we'll head on down now to the shop floor, so to speak. We've got a jukebox there, rather nice, and all this sort of yes, the stylings all over the walls there. And so this is what you get for your money, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, it was a little bit over 2,345,000, I believe it was, something like that. I'm not entirely certain, but about 2.3 million. Hello, ladies. Yes, about 2.3 million to purchase the property, and then another sort of 500,000 on top for the brickwork, which seems absolutely superfluous, and then another sort of 1.2 on top of that, ladies and gentlemen. So add it all up, and what you're basically looking for is sort of a little bit around $4 million, really, aren't you, for this setup? So there we go. Okay, and hopefully we can make some money from it when we undertake that particular prep work or that particular casino heist. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, thank you for watching.